Okay, now, about nearly 2 months ago now, we launched a competition to find a new vocalist for a track that the Balancines had written and recorded called Monsters. The Balancines are Simon Nelson and Chris Page, and they came to me and said, well, basically, they said, we think we're too old for this track, please find us somebody else who's younger, prettier, and more suitable for the track. So we have, and we're going to talk to them in a second, but first of all, we're going to talk to Simon and Chris. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Tim.
How are you both?
Well, thank you.
Good. This has all worked out quite nicely in the end, hasn't it?
It has. It's worked out very well. We're more than pleased with the entries we've had.
Yeah, let's just run through the history in case anybody tuning in that doesn't know anything about this. You guys have been featured on the show before. We've featured a track in the Unsigned chart, which you had a good amount of success. You're in for a good few weeks. Then we had a chat, and you came to me and said, well, we've got this track, and you gave it to me and said, can you help us out? We'd like somebody else to sing it, basically, because we think it deserves a younger, more contemporary voice.
Yeah.
So we got you in the studio, and we launched this competition. We didn't really know what was going to happen with it at the start, did we? We thought this could either sink or swim, and thankfully it swum quite nicely in the end. So what we did is we got you on, we chatted about it, we got some stuff in the local paper, which was quite helpful in spreading the word even further, and we got quite a lot of entries in the end, and a good standard of entry as well, weren't they?
We did. Yeah, I think we were very, as you said, very pleased and surprised by the number of entries and. There was some really good singers out there, largely female vocalists actually.
Yeah.
There were a couple of guys who sang as well, but it was quite clear, I think, to both of us who the winner was going to be. So we were very impressed with the winner who you were about to announce. So
Yes.
I want to give it away.
Yes. Well, I was just saying to the winner before we said that they entered quite late, and it sort of we had somebody else in mind, and then all of a sudden it sort of changed the thinking at the last minute.
It did indeed.
Which is just quite exciting, really, isn't it? We think we're going to go down one path, and all of a sudden somebody else pops on and go, oh, hang on a minute, let's change our minds. So what we're going to do is we're going to announce the winner, and we've got 2 runners-up as well. So we'll do the runners-up first. I don't have too much information about the runners-up, unfortunately, other than the fact that they're both girls. So Lacey Thornton is one of the runners-up, and she was one of the first people to enter. She was quite early on. And then Bethany Hawes is the second. Now, Bethany, I've made a note here, she was only 14 years old, and I thought her entry was quite impressive considering she was only 14 years old.
Yeah.
So those two are the runners-up. Congratulations to them. Well, I've written to them already. They know that they're the runners-up, and they've been offered the chance to come on the show in the future with any material that they might want to for us to broadcast. But the winner is sitting opposite me, and our winner, drum roll, is Heather Merryn, who's 19 years old. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Good. I'm very well. Have you ever been on the radio before?
Never before. This is a first.
Are you nervous?
A little.
No, you don't seem like it. I think you're right. Relaxing slightly now.
Slightly.
So, tell us first of all, how did you find out about the competition?
Well, my grandma gave me the cutout from the newspaper and said, "This is right up your street.
Yeah.
You can write songs. You like singing songs, and I think this is your type of music." And I listened to it, and she was very right, and I really enjoyed the music, and I put my own twist on it, and then sent it back. And
What was your first thoughts on the track when you heard it?
it had a lot of feeling, and I thought because it's got a lot of feeling, I can put a lot of feeling into it, and it produced a very nice sound, and I really liked it.
Yeah, and so we said that you were quite close to the deadline in terms of sending in your entry.
It's because I completely forgot I was supposed to be doing it, and then on the last day I thought, oh, hang on, and I clicked on it, and it said the deadline was tomorrow, so I quickly got the camera out, and I got it all set up, and first time through I just went and ran it through, and then looked and seen back if there was any mistakes, and there wasn't, so I just put send, and off it went. And
Brilliant.
It worked out well.
Yeah, it did. You've got a YouTube channel where you've got lots of other videos of you covering other people's tracks.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that for?
Only about a month.
Okay.
I only just signed up and put decent covers on. Originally, I had another channel, but I was only doing it through a video camera, and then I got quite a nice microphone, so I thought I'd redo them all, and I put them back on, and it got quite good reception. So.
Okay. All right. So how long have you been singing for? Because you're 19, so
I'm 19,
you must have
yes.
known that you can sing for a few years.
Well, since I was about 4, I was put up in front of a church full of people to sing "Away in a Manger," and since then I think I've pretty much been singing for my whole life, doing the washing up, going up the stairs, karaoke, whatever.
So what was it that made you want to make your covers of other people's tracks and your own music public?
I think it's because various songs had various effects on me, and the ones that I liked and the ones that hit home I redid in my own sort of style, and because I could sing them how I'd like them to be sang, and because I felt the words, I enjoyed singing them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, congratulations for winning.
Thank you very much.
Your prize is to work with Simon and Chris.
Is that a prize?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry about that. It's to work with them on this track. So you guys tell us and Heather what exactly you're going to be doing next. What the next step is.
Well, I feel I'll just rewind back to the runners up as well.
Yes.
Excellent. You know, it sort of the choices we had. We had a sort of a thinking in our mind of what it would be like, and it was. But to actually do that and make the effort, and people have learnt the words, or, printed them off, and then learnt them and learnt the song, and then recorded it. Great, really pleased, and thank you to everyone that entered. Really good. Yeah.
I just thought Heather's version, just thought that she had a lot of empathy for the lyric and seemed to understand the sentiment very strongly, and that I think that you got that, and it came through. Not only are you a good singer, but I think that you really embraced the sentiment in the song, and that came over very clearly.
I think it was
clear to me.
It was a good fit, I think.
It was,
and anybody that had never heard about this competition and will hear the track when it's properly recorded will never know that this wasn't Heather's song originally, because I think it just goes together. And
and we were saying before that you added your own sort of personality and character to it, and took it a step forward from my squeakings and squawkings. So I'm very pleased to be working with you very much. So.
Okay, so what will you be doing next then?
So the thinking is, if Heather doesn't mind, I'm talking to Heather outside before the programme, Tim. It's Heather writes words and lyrics, and she plays guitar and writes songs. So the thinking is, Monsters would be one song, and maybe we could focus on 2 or 3 others as well. You could maybe an up tempo and then a slower one and one of Heather's. So maybe look at doing 4 songs and see how they come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Exciting.
Very exciting. I'm thrilled to be finally getting out there and putting forward my voice.
What did you have a plan as to what you wanted to do music-wise? Was it always just like a side thing for you?
I think it was always just a side thing. It's a side thing that I've loved. I mean, I went to a great school that offered a great performing arts and music department, and I got very into it there. And then it was always a side thing. I always thought academic and then music, but now it's very much intermingled together. Like I'll get back from a seminar and then I'll start recording another song, and it works very nicely for me. I don't think there's a day that goes past that I don't sing or have the guitar up, and it works quite nicely for me.
Okay. These guys said that you write your own material as well.
Yes. Well, I try to.
Is that quite a new thing?
No, I've been doing that for a while, but there's various things. It starts off as like poetry, and then I think, oh, that sounds quite nice, and then they turn into lyrics, and then I pick up the guitar, and then most of them I never do finish because I never feel like they are finished, but then some of them I can just say, oh yeah, it was supposed to end there, and just finish it.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a really exciting opportunity. I'm really glad this competition's gone well, and it has worked out as we hoped it would do. The idea was always to find somebody just like you that was a good singer and also was really good at writing their own material and wanted just some help and somebody else to help them along. And these guys have got a lot of experience in songwriting and producing, so you're in safe hands.
I'm glad.
And I look forward to hearing the outcome as to whatever it is that comes out of this thing. So what we're looking at sort of a time scale here.
Yeah, Heather's at university,
Yes.
but with the internet, ideas can be sent over the speed of light, to each other. Heather's boyfriend is sort of into the music and has some software which we can use as well.
Okay.
So the only time we really need Heather there is to record the vocals.
Which is quite handy because I've got 4 months coming up off university, so that's a decent amount of time that we can get together often, hopefully.
So we might hear something sort of at the end of the summer. maybe.
As soon as possible, I
Yeah?
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, I've got a thing to ask you, Heather, and these guys don't even know that yet at the moment. This is just an idea off the top of my head. We do a broadcast every year from something called the Strawberry Fair, which is a big fair event
Oh, I
in
love it.
Cambridge.
I go there
oh, you
every
go
year.
there, okay. Well, we have a tent there, and we have lots of local musicians come and play for us. And what I would love for you to do is to come and perform for us
Yeah, I'd
there
love to.
in front of a crowd and on the radio. You can perform Monsters and some of your own stuff or whatever else you might work with these guys.
That would be
And we get these
amazing,
guys to come and
yes.
maybe play the
Can we be in your band?
play. Yeah,
I'd
these guys can be the
gladly
band.
accept
Bass.
Yeah, these guys can be the band, and you can be the vocalist.
That would be amazing. I would absolutely love to.
Yeah, you up for that?
Yeah.
When is it?
It's the 1st of June. Sorry,
of
just
June.
check that you're actually around then. Yeah,
I'm around,
think so.
yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, booked. First artist booked. Lovely. Okay, well I look forward to that. That would be good. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to finish this by playing the recording that you sent us, if you don't mind,
I don't
because
mind at all.
I think it's good for everybody else to hear it. It's considering it was a YouTube upload. It's a pretty good recording. So we're going to play this out. And yeah, anything else you want to mention, guys?
Just thank you to Heather for joining the competition, and congratulations for winning, and I hope it's a big success.
And thank you, Tim.
You're
for,
welcome.
The adverts and
Yeah.
sponsoring it. Well
Yeah, it's
done.
good. Well, we'll see if we can get something else in the paper to sort of follow it up as a success. Take a photo of you in a minute, if that's all right.
That's fine.
And we'll see if we can get a follow-up story. We'll do something on our website anyway, certainly. Okay, so this is Heather's version of Monsters.
Hi, I'm Heather, and this is my competition entry for Monsters. Here we go. You compare the histories and visions of the world you see, combining to scare you even more. Maybe I'm a hopeless case, nostalgic and out of place. How could I leave you to face this on your own? You're always changing, reshaping something. You've got to stop creating monsters, 'cause they're not the changing kind, the caring kind. You've got to stop creating monsters, 'cause they hurt you more each time. All the roads that stand between the journeys and current scenes stretch out just like a spider in your head. But I can see a different story where you grow and where you take the hand that reaches for you now. You're only changing, only changing something. You've got to stop creating monsters, 'cause they're not the changing kind, the caring kind. You've got to stop creating monsters, 'cause they hurt you more each time. You've got to stop creating monsters. You've got to stop creating monsters. Stay with me as we try to clear the darkness in your mind. You're always changing, always changing something, but it only leads to nothing.
You've got to stop creating monsters, 'cause they're not the changing kind, the caring kind. You've got to stop creating monsters, 'cause they hurt you more each time. You've got to stop creating monsters. You've got to stop creating monsters. You've got to stop creating monsters. You've got to stop creating monsters.
There we go. That's Heather's version of Monsters. You just say it's weird listening to yourself back.
It's very weird.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. What we might do is, I think we'll. I know that Julian, our web tech executive extraordinaire, is listening. He'll be able to link that to our website so that people can actually go and look at that video.
Oh, that'd be great.
And we'll link it to our Facebook page as well. So I'll send Julian the link, and we can make that public so people can go and check it out. And then that's also linked to your other videos, so people can go and listen to the other stuff that you've covered. I'm just looking on here as well. What else have you covered on here recently? You've done a cover of Taylor Swift, I Knew You Were Trouble, 1,000 Years. Is that Christina Perri? Yeah. Believe. Who's that by?
Cher.
Oh, that is the Cher version. Okay, I wasn't going to suggest
Good
that. I thought that was.
version,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
Titanium we liked. Yeah.
Oh, the David Guetta one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on
I
there.
must. I'd listened to Christina Perri and the Taylor Swift one, but I didn't go any further back than that.
Yeah, it's very
Okay.
good. It's got the most hits, I think.
Okay. Oh, I do like that song, so I'll definitely listen back to that. Brilliant. Okay. Well, best of luck with it, and
Thank you very
we'll
much.
have regular updates and see what's going on with you guys. And 1st of June, Strawberry Fair, we'll have a live performance. Looking forward to that. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Heather. And to Chris and Simon as well.